Okay, so it's day 10 and shit is getting real. There were strikes last night very close to where I live, and I was paralyzed for like 4 hours in the morning. I woke up at 6 and I couldn't get out of bed until 10. And ironically, making these videos is actually the easiest part of the daily routine because meditation feels extremely stressful. Like it feels very stressful to kind of sit in one place and switch off even for 5 minutes. It doesn't feel safe to do that. And working out requires me to move my body, which I know will make me feel better, but also I feel just like I can't. Like if I couldn't get out of bed, then I don't know how I thought I was going to go to the gym. And there's two things though that I wanted to share in today's video. One is that as I am seeing how I behaved over the past week or 10 days, objectively, of course, I had the time to continue my routine. I had 10 minutes in the day to sit and record these videos. I could have done it, especially since I'm not particularly fussed about the quality and such like. It didn't matter whether I had good sound, lighting, mic, whatever. I could have just done it, but I didn't. Same with the meditation. I could have found 5 minutes. It's just 5 minutes, really. It's 120. No. Okay, I'm not even going to try right now. But it's a few hundred seconds. It's not hard. And yet I didn't do it. I think it's because there's like some baseline level of safety that you feel like you need to have in order to do these things. And that really put my mind on the past 20 years of my life when I was living with quite an abusive situation at my family home. And, you know, now that I've been out of it for some years, I look back on it and I think I'm very disappointed in myself. Like, why didn't I do more? Why didn't I take advantage of those opportunities? Why didn't I build something of my own? Why didn't I follow my dreams better? Like all of those type of regrets. And being in this situation this week has made me realize that I was living with this level of kind of dread throughout those 20 years. So it's understandable that I didn't build anything. It's understandable that I felt immobilized, felt paralyzed. So I don't need to be so hard on myself. I couldn't have done more at the time. And that is giving me a way to give myself some grace, to forgive that past version of myself, even though maybe forgive is a strong word, but just to understand, have some compassion, have some empathy for that past version of myself who really, really did try. And I can't judge her efforts by the resources I have available now. So that's one thing. The other thing is that there's this lady that I've been following on YouTube. She's a YouTube strategist. I watched a couple of her videos. I thought they were really good. I think I might implement some of those things as well. But what was interesting for me was that she had this one video up for like a month or so, and she had 150 views on it. And here I am, I've been doing this challenge now 10 days, and some of my videos have 15 views on them already. And, you know, when I first saw the 15 views, I was like, oh, that's it. That is just 15. But then I remembered, number one, I wasn't doing it for the views, and I'm not even supposed to be looking at those metrics. I'm doing it purely for the sake of doing it and putting in the reps. But the other thing, when I saw this lady's videos, like, I was like, oh, I'm already 10% of the way there. 15 is already 10% of the way there. And I bet she's not sweating about 150 views on her video. I bet she's making money. So I don't need to think less of myself. Throughout this whole exercise, that's just been the kind of primary work that I'm doing internally, is that I deserve to take up space. I deserve to put something out there. As I've said before, people are putting out so much AI slop into the world. It's okay if I put out a bit of human slop as I try to figure out who I am, or just practice at this to become better and to become a better person, to observe myself doing this experiment. It's really okay for me to take up this space. I'm not asking anybody to watch these videos. And if they do, I'm grateful, and I hope that they are getting something out of it. Even if nothing, just the fact that you really can just point a camera and start talking. I don't really need to do much more than that. So yeah, this journey has been about giving myself the permission to exist, to take up space, to have my voice out there, and to beat my perfection paralysis, to kind of stop that loop of overthinking before it starts by just doing the thing. And it's also been about like having compassion. Like, I'm sure that when I watch these videos back in a year or two, I'm probably going to find them super cringe. But I have to remember to have compassion for myself and just be kind to myself, because if I speak to myself like that, why will I even try anything? Why will I even do anything? Why will I take any risks if somebody's going to speak to me that way, right? So I just need to be gentle. I hope you're having a good day.